Well, continuing coverage now, one person was injured in a boating incident on Irondequoit Bay this afternoon with an open investigation into the cause. This comes less than a week after a different boating accident on Canandaigua Lake. News 8's Ryan Herman analyzed recent state data tracking boating accidents and details what folks should keep in mind before leaving the dock.
It's not a true upstate New York summer if boats and jet skis aren't out on the lake. Whether you're cruising down one of the Finger Lakes or taking a spin around Irondequoit Bay, the water is a hot spot for Rochesterians every year. But with the influx of people come accidents. I took a look at New York State's recreational boating records to gauge how the number of accidents out on the water has shifted over recent years. First, the statewide statistics, which show in 2014, 194 boating accidents took place across New York. Of those accidents, there were 27 fatalities. But in 2024, there were only 136 boating accidents, a 30% decrease over a 10-year span, with 9 fatalities. But I wanted to take a look at the data a little closer to home. Here in Monroe County, the number of boating accidents has actually gone down in the last 10 years. In 2014, that number was 7 reported accidents, but in 2024, there were only 4. Although accidents have decreased across the board, this is the time of year where first responders especially emphasize the importance of boating safety. Following the accident on Canandaigua Lake, Lieutenant Rick Roxon with the Cheshire Fire Department shared with News 8 some tips for folks on the water.
Be familiar with how to operate your boat so you can take care of your passengers and avoid other boats. I'd say number 2, be familiar as much as you can with the body of water that you're on. If there's sandbars, know generally where they are. Know what the speed limits might be at a particular time.
And Lieutenant Roxon encourages anyone with questions on how to operate their specific vessel, especially new boaters, to ask an expert before launching it offshore. In Rochester, Ryan Herman, News 8.